Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Weird Science Comics channel here on YouTube, where I have some news to talk about. It'll be a quick news item, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anybody. But this week, in their Empire magazine, Marvel had a full-page house ad with the tease that Knull is indeed coming. Oh my. And I really wonder why they went with that font. I mean, really, that's the thing, is we all know that Knull is coming. It's just that his eyes have been glassy for 2 years now. Oh my goodness gracious. But this is a kind of a big announcement for Venom fans, symbiote fans in general, because it has been something that's been teased for 2 years. And I would like to call this more of a confirmation than a tease, more like a, hey, everybody, we've been teasing for these years. We promise that in 2020, we will get to Knull. And I like that. I want to see what's going to be going on when Knull does arrive. Obviously, we'll end up having some sort of event type deal with it. But Knull is the evil god of the symbiotes, if you're not aware of that, who was introduced by Donny Cates in Venom #3 of August 2018 and has been mentioned in various issues since then. You have a mention in Web of Venom, Guardians of the Galaxy, War of the Realms, all of these things going on, which ended up at one point going from hyping the character to maybe kind of pounding him into the ground a bit. He ended up being in Donny Cates' Silver Surfer Black. And one of the things that started happening is every time something that Donny Cates was attached to, just like Thor, when he was announced to be on the Thor book, people immediately said, oh my God, are we going to have Knull and Thor? We're getting sick of this Knull. And he even went on Reddit, kind of fought with some people and said, no, he will not be. Knull will not show up in Thor, at least right away. Everybody just still rolled their eyes because as we got into that, you ended up having the Black Winter that people thought was going to be Knull, ends up kind of being something kind of similar, but not the same. But Donny Cates says that this upcoming Knull story is going to be a game changer, and also said that the upcoming Web of Venom Wraith one-shot will be a must-read part of the story. And that kind of seems like it's just hyping up this one-shot. But I know a lot of people have been excited about this Wraith one-shot since it was announced. And I actually had a couple people say that they wanted it a little more and not just a Knull story. But we'll have to see. But again, the thing about Knull is when Knull first came on the scene, most people were excited. It ended up expanding on the mythos of the symbiotes, which was a cool thing. And the Venom book was wildly popular, still is popular. And what the problem was is that it just kept getting at you. He kept mentioning Knull and everything. And the idea that Knull was coming was part of the problem. You keep sitting there like, come on, let's get to it. Let's get to it. He has backed off a bit of the whole Knull thing. And so this announcement, it does have me excited. I hope that when the story does hit, that I'm as excited as I was when Knull first showed up way back in 2018. And I hope that most people are, because I think that it will be good. I like Donny Cates. I really like him as a writer. He's one of my favorite writers. The problem I have is that he tends to want to expand the mythos of every book and, kind of leave some character stuff behind. I ended up getting in not a fight, but a little bit of a back and forth with a guy here on YouTube about Donny Cates' Thor book, which I want more about Thor, but it's more mythos changing stuff at the moment as well. But that's his thing. So I am looking forward to this Knull story, but looking forward to maybe it's, let's get it over with, or let's at least get to it. I'd like to know how everybody else thinks. Are you excited still about Knull? Do you want this Knull story to hit? Are you afraid that it's going to end up being a crossover with a ton of books, things like that? I would love to hear about that in the comments below. And also just, check out the whole deal here on our YouTube channel. If you like it, subscribe, like the videos, and also look below in our links for all things Weird Science, including DC and Marvel podcast websites. We have a Patreon that you can support us for these videos and everything else we do and get a ton in return. But that is the news, and
now we know.